starting group for San Antonio. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. And it's Vassell in at small forward. And for the Celtics, White and Brown are the wingmen. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Kata in at the 5 down low. Well, we always hear about the rookie wall, Grant, but some players seem to claim it's a myth.
Well, you know, B.A., I think it's real for most first-year players. Adjusting to the length and intensity of an NBA season can be exhausting, but some guys will be able to break through that wall.
Now here's Vassell. Fox right side. Deflected. Here's Brown. Here's Kata. The 3 ball. Brown, no good. Pass to Castle. Fox outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
Here's Walsh. Back to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown can't hit. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Spurs. Coming into this, having notched to win against the Lakers in their last game.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end. He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Brown. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Denver.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Okay, HB, I see you still pack a punch. That's an impressive finish.
Pritchard, the pass to Brown. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Devin Vassell. And with Jaylen Brown on the wing, he feels like any given night he has the advantage in his matchup.
He's either too fast for the big guys or too strong for the small guys. That's the problem. He is a handful on both ends of the floor also.
The first free throw is good. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
So he gets them both. RJ, San Antonio's seen a surge in popularity. Spurs jerseys seem to be everywhere these days.
Yeah, they call that the Wemby effect. When a team has a generational talent like Victor, a lot of new fans come on board.
Now here's Wembanyama, coming off a 16-point game against the Lakers.
Oh, yeah, and he was piling up the blocks, too, 4 of them. But it's about more than just that number. It's about getting into shooters' heads.
You know, Richard, one thing you notice about Victor Wembanyama, he is even-keeled.
Yeah, and you don't see him yell. You don't see him criticize. He works on building that team chemistry. I respected players like that, the calm leadership type.
And he makes the first. And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama. And Grant, the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum. derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
And here's Brown for three. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
0 for 3 from the field. The offense is still trying to find its bearings.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. I wanted to know what his defensive scheme was against De'Aaron Fox, and he told me we need to limit transition opportunities because that's when he's really dangerous. Speed is one of his biggest strengths, so we need to slow the game down to our pace. Let's see if they're able to accomplish it. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Brown, a dangerous offensive player. His scoring average stands at almost 30 a game. White for three, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And Fox has got the ball here for the Spurs. Outside Barnes. And they'll get another chance. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
Yeah, such a difficult frame to guard. Wembanyama draws the foul easily.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild. But when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up and still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
Tillman's checked in for Boston. And he sinks the second.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
Outside, Brown. Back to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pritchard with a screen on Barnes. Pass to Brown. Lets it go from the wing. Chalk up 2 there.
Gotta love the confidence. Brown wasting no time firing away.
San Antonio leading. Now Fox. Last game for him, he had 14. And they call an illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Boston's gone 1 of 4 from deep. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. You look at San Antonio, what a season thus far for them. Second place in the conference.
Checking out San Antonio, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's White. 17 points for him last game against Denver.
And how about the defensive impact he's had, racking up 3 blocks and making his presence felt.
Hauser with it. He's guarded by Barnes. 5 on the clock. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. White can't hit.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Back to Vassell. Wembanyama with it. He's against Tillman. Wembanyama with a bucket.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise for
Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. And this group of shooting guards has gotten it done in a number of areas this last month. You see their rebounding averages. Third is Keldon Johnson.
And it's not easy to be a great rebounder as a two-guard. You've got so many duties to take care of on the floor, and these fellas, they do their jobs and then some.
And the energy they show on the glass is outstanding. They work so hard in that paint.
Now here's Brown. Pritchard from outside. Boston again missing.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
The jump hook. Barnes. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. One of the skilled slow-down finishers. That's Harrison Barnes.
Oh, you've seen it out of the break, full speed, then suddenly that half-speed deceleration layup. That's a signature play from HB. The defense flies by, and he usually banks one in.
He's off on the first. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
And the second free throw is good. The floor is spaced for the Celtics, Richard, and they've launched threes at a record pace.
And when those shots are falling, they are tough to beat. But they live by the three, die by the three. Some say they settle when the shot's not falling.
Now here's White. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. Again, the miss by Boston. Spurs lead by 7. Castle for 3. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. For Boston, they've gone only 2 of 6 from the field. Pritchard with it. 17 points for him last game against Denver.
And a big part of that was his aggressiveness, drawing contact and getting to the line.
Johnson against White. Shoots over Johnson. White, good. White's got 5 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Barnes. 7 points in the game. Three-pointer, Fox. Hauser grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Pritchard. Back to Hauser. The three is up. He buries it from 3. And now it's just a 2-point Spurs lead.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
There's a screen by Johnson. The 3 from Barnes. It's hauled in by White. The Celtics have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Pass to Brown. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Keldon Johnson.
These are little nuances in Brown's game. He has become an elite scorer.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Spurs.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Every team in this league wants a Jaylen Brown, a tremendous two-way wing, and boy, Brown can put up giant offensive numbers.
Simons is checked in for Pritchard. And San Antonio with a change here, too. Sohan's checked in for Castle. That one drops. He ties it up.
What makes Brown special is his blend of smarts and effort level. Not just an intelligent player, he also gives you a phenomenal amount of energy out there.
Sohan outside. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
That was Celtics Nation David. Let's get Celtics faithful, your Celtics Entertainment.
On defense, the Spurs. Here's White, and he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Pass to Barnes. San Antonio moving the ball around. Here's Wembanyama. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Wembanyama's got 9 points.
The refined jumper of Wembanyama. You just never see that in a man of his height.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, well, De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender, and he said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put into action because you blow actions up. And then at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. That's for you guys.
You'd love that mentality. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Boucher's checked in for Boston.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one drops. So now they lead by 1. San Antonio with the ball. Now here's Fox. Continues to make an impact on offense, putting up 21 a game. Launches a 3. Unable to get that one.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
Hauser passes to Tillman. White with a screen on Wembanyama. And it's Simons penetrating. It's good. And the Celtics lead by 3.
Boys, Simon's jump shot is pure from anywhere on the floor.
Three-pointer, Fox. Counted from distance. Fox has got his second basket.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
Here's Tillman. Pass to Hauser. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Hauser's got 5 points.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Outside Barnes. Now here's Wembanyama. From the right block. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. He's got 11.
Oh, keep feeding him. This man's on fire.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Pass to Boucher. Back to White. Shoots over Johnson. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And this is their first time matched up with the Celtics this year. Pritchard's checked in for Derek White. San Antonio also making some changes. Hornets checked in for Wembanyama. Castle comes in for Barnes. And it's Harper in for Fox. Here's Harper. So far, he's averaging 11 points a game. Pass to Cornette. Now Johnson. Good on the 13-footer.
That is a shot that Johnson continues to do damage with. His mid-range game is evolving before our eyes.
2:25 left in the first. Now here's Pritchard. Not a lot of room. Oh, deflected. Inside. Here's Castle. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Here's Tillman. Cornette defending. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Castle outside. Cornette sets a screen. Puts up a three. Castle misses. The Celtics with the lead. There's Simons with a three. Fires in the triple. Simons got 5 points.
Yeah, such an assertive shooter. Simons has his feet planted and just hits it.
Sohan outside. Back to Castle. Driving inside. And a strong finish with two hands.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Pritchard, the pass to Simons. Boucher a screen on Castle. Pass to Boucher. Here's the three. Rebounded by Castle. 4 seconds left. Johnson for three. Connects from downtown. He's got 5.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Derek White getting it done for Boston. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what do you think about the Celtics here in this one?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
Sometimes you just need a change of pace. The bench delivered that.
So, on the floor for San Antonio. Castle and Johnson are on the wings. Jeremy Sohan out there with Luke Cornette, and it's Harper in at the 1. Now here's Cornette. No points so far. Cornette sets a screen. Shot clock at 5. From deep, Johnson. And it's Boucher with the rebound. And for the Celtics, they're shooting 61% for the game, knocking them down. Here's Hauser. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Celtics lead by 3. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
It really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
Here's Harper, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Harper's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here's Simons. Pass to Garza. And here's Pritchard. From downtown. And it's Cornette with a rebound. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. They now take the lead. Harper's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Good read from Johnson. Every year he seems to improve as a passer.
Pritchard surviving the D. Pass to Simons. Drops in the 3. Simons got 8.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Castle against Simons. Castle right side. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Anthony Simons.
And that's the kind of pressure Castle can put on a defense.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
Minot's checked in for Boston. Devin Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. first one falls.
You know, guys, this is an exciting young player. Stephon Castle does a little bit of everything. He hustles, plays defense, got a national championship in college, so he is a winner, too.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
That's fortunate to pull even, but you know he wanted more.
Boucher passes to Pritchard. Now Hauser. Pass to Boucher. Here's Minot. Shoots over Harper. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Now here's Sohan. He's covered closely. Oh, swiped away. Now here's Boucher. Cornette defending. Good on the bucket. Boucher's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Harper. He's got 5. Pass to Sohan. Boston pulls it in. Hauser's got 5 rebounds in the game. Simons passes to Boucher. Count it. And now it's a 4-point Celtic lead.
Simons has a shoot-first mindset, but he also takes great pride in making plays for others.
On the wing, Vassell, defended by Hauser. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. You look at Devin Vassell. He seems to still be working towards his full potential, RJ.
Yeah, I see many ways that he can continue to up his game. And that's not a knock. You never stop learning in this league. But for Vassell, his potential, oh, it's exciting.
And that one falls for Vassell.
It's his work ethic that Devin Vassell has earned the trust of his teammates, and it shows on the court. He's become a more aggressive and confident player.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Hauser, and it's White in for Simons. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio. He's perfect from the line this time.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Boucher a screen on Castle. Boucher left side. Outside, Brown. Bullseye! Jaylen Brown!
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Vassell against Brown. To the left side wing. Boucher a screen on Castle. White for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama screen. Pulls it from the top of the key. And there's another one for the Spurs. Now Brown. He's got 9. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. The Celtics making a switch here. Simons checked in. And a look now at the rookies that have been on fire lately. Fourth, Stephon Castle.
I mean, he's really come to understand his role in this offense. It's amazing they can rely on him for points so early in the process.
Here's Minot, covered by Wembanyama. Vassell against White. Outside, Brown. Shot clock at 6. Again, the miss by Boston.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Wembanyama, pass to Vassell. Back to Wembanyama. Fires the three. Wemby showing off the range.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Simons deciding where to go with it. Kick out to Brown. White on the wing. Can they get it? Rebound by San Antonio.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Wembanyama, pass to Vassell. Here's Harper, defended by Pritchard. Vassell can't get it to go.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
Pass to White. And here's Brown for three. That one's good. Makes him 3 for 7.
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
Outside Wembanyama. Fires for three. Simons with a rebound. Boston has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. White, the pass to Pritchard. And again, Boston with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Spurs trail by 4. Sohan with the ball. Still no points. Wembanyama, high post. Wembanyama hammers it down.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Pass to Minot. Now here's Brown. Now Pritchard beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Count that one.
Boy, Vassell has a smooth offensive game. This man just makes it look easy.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Outside Pritchard. Pass to Simons. Here's White. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Castle outside. Picked up by Sohan. Simons against Castle. Oh, there's the alley. Pass to White. And here's Simons. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. The Spurs have gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, BA. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Back to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. So it's Boston now. After the basket by San Antonio. All right, let's look at the last handful of seasons and the steals numbers for De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, steals are such a misleading stat sometimes. You can get 3 or 4 steals in a game, but then go 10 games without one. Steals feel streaky, like they just come in bunches. But for whatever reason, he's just not going on those steal streaks as often, and the numbers show it.
And that one misses. And some changes here for the Celtics. Queta comes in for Simons. And Walsh is subbed in for Pritchard. San Antonio also making some changes. Lynx checked in for Sohan. Johnson comes in for Castle. And Fox is subbed in for Harper. He hits the second from the line. San Antonio's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Outside Olynyk. Wembanyama screen. Johnson on the wing. Wembanyama screen on Brown. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
More than capable as a ball handler. Keldon Johnson calling his own number.
Fox against White. Outside, Brown. Tries it from the top of the key. Got it. Brown's got 8 here in this quarter.
He's had a rough start to this game, and that's being nice. But he's gotten back on track here in the second.
White against Fox. Olynyk with a screen on White. Fox, the pass to Olynyk. And it's Olynyk with a jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Fox, the pass to Johnson. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists in the game. Celtics trail by 5. Pass to Walsh. Back to White. Here's Mina. Nice ball movement by Boston. Outside, Brown. No good with the triple.
Risky strategy here. I mean, shifting their offense more to the outside, we'll see.
Well, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what makes him such a lethal player, Richard?
Well, for starters, it's his combination of speed and shooting. Still one of the fastest players in this league. And the exciting thing about him, Fox is just now entering into the prime of his career.
Now here's Brown. 14 points for him. Shoots over Johnson. The bank shot, no good. San Antonio leading by 5. Fox outside. Outside Wembanyama. Johnson passes to Wembanyama. Out to Fox. Lets it go from deep. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That'll be a second foul of the game. Anthony Simons, he's checked in for Mina. San Antonio also making some changes. Harrison Barnes comes in for Olynyk. And Castle subbed in for Johnson. Boston shooting 42% in the second quarter. White looking it over. Pass to Brown. 27 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. To win the drought. No good off the back of the rim.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
He hears the whistle, and he keeps his concentration and is able to knock it down.
This will be his 3rd free throw of the game.
Harrison Barnes at the line for 1.
Now here's Simons. Give him 8. And he gets it to go. Simons has got 10 points in the game.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
And so that brings the first half to a close. San lead by 6. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
I'm joined by Coach Mazzulla. Joe, what was the focus out there offensively?
We just got to fight for our spacing. We have to fight the screen. We have to fight to create advantages. It's 2 great teams playing against each other, and you're going to have to earn it. And so we just got to do a better job creating separation on the offensive end and fight for our great spacing.
Seems like an easy fix. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give it up for our contestants.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for the San Antonio Spurs.
This is some retro hoops, pounding the ball inside with intent. Man, I know you love this big fella.
No need to take a million jumpers. Work with the rock down low. Good things will happen, don't you know?
Ooh, you're rhyming and didn't even know it. A poet.
And next up, a look at the top performers for each team in that first half.
Yeah, they're both smart-driven, extremely talented. They've been putting on a show, man.
Taking control individually as the leaders of their teams. We are watching greatness.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Boston. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one, and they're deep into this homestand. That'll be game 4 out of 5. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Then it's Jaylen Brown, and it's Kata in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Boston 5.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Pritchard with a steal. Pass to Walsh. To the middle. Up top, Brown. Outside White. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Fox up top. Defended by Pritchard. Pritchard with a steal. It's Brown on the wing. Back to Pritchard. Pass to White. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
It's nice to see they're not settling for 3-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Fox outside. Out to the wing. Wembanyama down low. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. As we get deeper into the season, the Eastern Conference standings are really taking shape. Let's take a look. You take a look at the Celtics. Here around the midway point, they've proven to be a top 3 team in their conference.
Well, right now for Boston, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
Here's Brown, following that last 3-pointer by San Antonio. There's a screen. 3-pointer, Pritchard. Vassell with the rebound. Spurs lead by 4. Here's Castle. Oh, big finish!
Wow. Okay, I see you.
Yeah, just a vicious slam from Castle. You know, I have a feeling we'll see a few more of those over the next few years.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Outside Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Walsh. And here's Brown for 3. Pure from 3-point range. Brown's got 17 points.
If you give him that kind of separation, oh, he's going to take full advantage.
And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
And here's Brown. They set the screen. To the inside. Kata gets the bucket. Kata's gotten his first basket of the night.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Fox outside. Back to Vassell. Outside Barnes. Pass to Wembanyama. No good.
Their first miss after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
It's stolen by Barnes. And out of bounds, the Celtics will take it. And now it's time to take a look at who the top rookie passers were over the last month. Stephon Castle third.
I really like how he sees the floor. A selfless distributor who enjoys hitting those guys in their spots.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Outside Pritchard. Back to Brown. And it's Boston scoring again.
You see the confidence building in Brown offensively. First, it was taking over stretches. Now, it's taking over games.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Celtics entertainment, everyone. Come on, make some noise. The Celtics entertainment.
San Antonio with the ball. It's a 1-point game. Vassell passes to Fox. Now here's Wembanyama. Wemby, unstoppable and close.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot in their first 5.
Outside White. Vassell against Brown. In a terrific finisher inside. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They lead by 1. Pass to Wembanyama. It's Barnes on the wing. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 assists now tonight.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Kata, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Here's Brown, the kick out to White. Knocks it down from distance. White's got 17 points.
That's good vision by JB. Draws the D, kicks it out. He's grown that part of his game.
Pass to Vassell from the arc. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's White. He's got 17.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
It's because he's reading where the shots are going and getting to the right position. Just outworking everyone early on the glass.
Pritchard with it. He's covered by Fox. Pass to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fades back. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Wembanyama, screen on Pritchard. 3-pointer, Fox. Hauled in by Brown.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
Now here's Wembanyama. He's got 24.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Brown against Vassell. Pass to Kata. Outside White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Outside outside Pritchard. They set the pick. From outside the arc. Hits the trifecta. Pritchard's gotten his second bucket on the night.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Outside Wembanyama. Boston pulls it in. Brown scanning the floor. Shoots a fadeaway. And Boston again with the bucket.
That was a disgusting first half he turned in, but it's been night and day for him after the break.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Tillman's checked in for Boston. Hauser comes in for Walsh. And San Antonio also making a switch. Johnson's checked in. The Spurs have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. Pass to Castle. Here's Wembanyama. From the low block. It's good. Off the glass. Wembanyama's got 26.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fellow whatsoever.
Here's Brown. Gets the bucket and the foul. That's on Keldon Johnson.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Johnson, second personal foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
Free throw good. Brown. And so it's San Antonio with it, trailing by 2. Fox surveying the D. Pass to Wembanyama. Outside Barnes. Clock at 6. Off target with the 3.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Outside White. Outside Brown. Nails it from 3. And now a 5-point Boston lead.
And so far, Brown has been dialed in and is showing no signs of letting up.
Pass to Johnson. Outside Barnes. Fox outside. There's the triple. Fox splashing it home from deep.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Back to Pritchard. Pritchard with a screen on Barnes. Pass to Brown. 3-pointer. And again, Boston with the triple.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Fox outside. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, flat-out dominant score. Wemby's ability to capitalize from anywhere on the floor is what makes him so dangerous.
And here's White. For 3. No luck on that one. Spurs trail by 3. Pass to Johnson. Back to Fox. Now here's Barnes. Left side, Wembanyama. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line. And Boston with some changes. Shireman's checked in for Derek White. And Anthony Simons subbed in for Pritchard. And San Antonio also making a switch. Sohan's checked in.
One shot.
tied up with that one.
We've already run out of ways to describe Wembanyama. Alien, freak, superstar, probably not anything from this world.
Here's Tillman. He's got 5. Right side Brown. Doesn't go for him. San Antonio's gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. Here's Fox. Solid shot from a distance of about 14 feet. Fox has got 10 points.
The defense was so focused on keeping Fox in front of them, and that gave him enough room to sink it in from mid-range.
Here's Tillman, covered by Wembanyama. Simons against Fox. Simons passes to Brown. Over Johnson. Brown can't hit. San Antonio leading. Wembanyama with it. Now guarded by Brown. Fox outside. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Wembanyama's got 13 in the second half.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
They set the pick. Fox against Simons. Over Fox. Boston, no good that time either.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity from the mid-range. He can hit that.
Wow, Fox gets it done in close.
He picks the exact right moment to get himself a clear line to the basket.
Here's Tillman. Off the mark, and the drought continues. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Spurs up by 6. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. A moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Inside at the 4 and the 5, it's Sohan and Wemby. Harper out there with Keldon Johnson. And it's Vassell in at the 3.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
And here's Simons. To the paint. Here's Tillman, covered by Wembanyama. Tillman misses.
And gives the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
From 9 feet out, and Harper with a basket on the assist by Wembanyama. And the Spurs lead by 10. Outside Pritchard. Pass to Tillman. Here's Boucher. Now Hauser. And here's Simons outside. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
After a perfect first half in terms of ball control, the cracks have started to show. And now they're looking more and more vulnerable.
Celtics trail by 10. Outside Pritchard. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. 3-pointer. He drops it from range.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Harper. Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, not enough to slow down Wembanyama.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Simons passes to Pritchard. Off target from outside. Spurs lead by 9. Sohan with the ball. Guarded by Hauser. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Spurs.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Yeah, another thing they did well was feed the ball into the paint. They really utilized their size there tonight. Yeah, he's a fearless player. I mean, Sohan not afraid to give up his body to give his team a better chance.
Simons passes to Brown. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pritchard from outside. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
To the wing on the left. Harper passes to Wembanyama. Sohan outside. Fires the three. Boston with a rebound. Brown's got 4 rebounds in the game. Boucher finds Brown. Hauser outside. Pass to Simons. This one for 3. Can't get it to go. He's made 4 of his 8 attempts. Spurs lead by 12. Here's Wembanyama. True on the 14-footer. Wembanyama's got 39.
And guys, one thing that's triggered this run, their proficiency inside the three-point line.
Boucher on the screen. There's Simons with a 3, and that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Pass to Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Wembanyama, screen on Brown. Vassell against Brown. Here's Johnson. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Celtics trail by 11. And here's Brown. Launches it. The shot misses. For San Antonio, they've gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. And out of bounds, the Celtics will take it. Some changes for Boston. Minot comes in for Hauser, and it's White in for Simons. San Antonio also making some changes. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Castle comes in for Johnson, and Fox is subbed in for Harper. Pass to Minot. Back to Brown. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Brown's got 34 points.
He's been a bright spot in their play today, but he could really use some help.
Sohan outside. Now here's Fox from behind the arc. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 5th rebound in this one. Boucher finds Brown. Pritchard against Vassell. Pass to White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pritchard from outside. Vassell with the rebound.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
White against Castle. Sohan outside. Here's Fox. Fox fully commits inside.
The defense looking helpless to stop Fox. This guy fears no one.
Vassell against Brown. Boucher outside. Pass to Pritchard. And here's White. He's guarded by Castle. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Brown for 3. San Antonio with a rebound. They've led by as many as 14. And it's Vassell penetrating. And the basket is good. And the Spurs lead by 13.
He wasn't going to settle on that play. Vassell with the assertive take to the bucket.
Pritchard, the pass to Brown. The three. Rebound by San Antonio. Barnes has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Castle. And stolen by Boucher. Here's Mina. Sohan covering. Pritchard against Fox. Here's Barnes. Castle right side. Shoots over White. Castle misses. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Minot. He's guarded by Barnes. Minot, good.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Sohan outside. Fox outside. Here goes Fox. That one goes. Count it. Fox has got 4 points in the quarter.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Cadiz checked in from Boston. Walsh comes in for Minot. And San Antonio also making a switch. Wembanyama's checked in for Sohan. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He wants his team to be careful with the ball. He's not happy with the amount of turnovers they've coughed up so far. He believes if they focus on being more patient on offense, that will help cut down on the giveaways. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Brown against Vassell. Now here's Brown. Tightly guarded. 6 to shoot. Over Vassell. Knocks down the 18-footer. Brown's got 36 points.
And each year, it seems Brown keeps getting better at shooting the ball, especially from the mid-range.
Wembanyama, screen on Pritchard. Wembanyama up top, shoots over White. Wembanyama, no good. Celtics trail by 11. Brown passes to White. It's Brown on the wing. He's guarded by Vassell. From 13, it's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
Defensive foul, Devin Vassell. Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line, Jaylen Brown. At the line, shooting 1.
Free throw, no good for Brown.
And they've committed to controlling the boards, and it's paying dividends.
Fox, good corner shooter.
That's encouraging to see. Fox knows how important it is to cash in from deep.
Pass to Walsh. Nice ball movement by Boston. It's Brown on the wing. Jaylen Brown, a strong finish.
Hey, he's doing everything he can to keep them afloat.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They've led by as many as 14. Now Wembanyama. Shoots it. Oh, he needed it, and he got it.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Up top, Brown. He's guarded by Vassell.
You got to be careful shooting around Wembanyama. Look, he's already one of the best shot blockers in the league, if not the best.
Celtics trail by 12. Now White. Brown outside. Wembanyama rips down the board.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Now here's Brown. Now White. Here's Kata. He's guarded by Barnes. And yes, sir! In stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist. San Antonio leading by 12. Outside Vassell. Now Fox. Wembanyama, screen on Pritchard. The 3 is in!
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Spurs.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
That'll do it for this one. They've earned their 27th victory of the year tonight.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And what a huge performance it was for Victor Wembanyama.
And what effort he had on the boards, displaying some great fight, willing to battle down low. Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
San Antonio with the ball. 10-point lead. On the wing, Fox, defended by Pritchard. Here's Vassell. Let's loose for 3. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? They're looking to trim the deficit to single digits. Brown against Vassell. Fires it from 14. Castle pulls it down. Pritchard against Fox. Here's Wembanyama. Tipped. So we see the Spurs get the win here. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.